Okay, so it is Thursday today. We've only got a couple of days to get some work done on the boot room. We had yesterday a very interesting day where we had some gentlemen come from a forge that has opened up in the nearest village, Arnac the Bost. We went to have a view of the forge to see their work, and it was really interesting. Some of the machinery they still use is over 100 years old and is still manual. It's all done by hand. Absolutely brilliant. So they came to see us to ask if they could do any work with us. It would be very good for their portfolio to work with a historical monument. So they came over yesterday to have a bit of measuring up. It was good fun because it was good to try out our French, as the two gentlemen, Frank and Sebastian, speak little English. Frank was better than Sebastian, and Sebastian just literally goes on and on and on in his French very quickly. And yeah, it's quite funny actually to try and catch what they're saying. But I think we did pretty well actually. So here's a quick clip of them having a bit of measuring up yesterday with Ted. Avec les... Comment c'est stone? Stone. Stone? What stone? Granite. Granite? Les granite trouvés dans les terrains? Ouais, il y a terrain, coupière ici. Ouais, ici, ouais, la boîte. Ouais, elle est grosse là, il a porté celle-là. Oui, ça. Ah, costaud. Popeye. Non. Ah. Oh, c'est madame qui a mis la pierre là. Ici, enduit, gratté et cimenté. Waouh, il y a beaucoup de pierres. Alors, la prochaine fois, votre visiter, de voir okay. Mais changer tous les semaines. What we're planning to do is try and get some gates on this boot room, because we want to make it accessible and usable by people. We want it to make it a usable space and very practical. So if I just show you from the outside, the boot room, which is situated here, the door going in, this is the tower, and then that's the entrance to the tea room. What we would like people to do when they're staying in apartments, especially during the winter, when it's, if they've been out walking, they've got muddy shoes, wet clothes, that they come in, and this is the walkway I don't remember we made a few months ago, and they actually come in and enter through these doors. Now Ted will make a couple of new doors for the entranceway here and into the boot room. Hello, darling.
Hello, darling.
So Ted is at the moment trying to figure out the door, the medieval door at the back, and how we're going to work with that.
Yeah, it's just got to clean up first. Always got to clean up.
So coming into the boot room, the door is to our left to the tower that they will access and go up to their apartments. But this space in here that you saw us doing last week, the floor, now that the floor is nice and a stone floor has been laid, so it's for health and safety. It doesn't have different levels. We need to look at the other health and safety aspect, which is the way down to the carve. So what we would like to do is, baby, would you like to illustrate what we're planning to do with this?
What? Where we want the doors and stuff?
Yeah.
So we want a metal gate at the bottom, which is going to be probably 2 gates now. I was thinking about a single gate, but it had 2 gates at one stage. I don't know why they disappeared. But the main thing is here. The first thing we need to do is something here. And when the guys came, Frank and Sebastian came yesterday, they have suggested, well, they said with regulations, because of if children come and all that sort of thing, it's got to be 1.1 metres high, so 110 centimetres high. It's got to be less than 11 centimetres the bar width. So that's really good that they, were thinking of the regulations. But this is about 1.3 metres wide, so and we sort of agreed that it would be nice to have two gates, or an opening gate like that opens out this way. It's going to be, as we don't want it too ornate. That's the one thing we don't want. We don't want it to be, very fancy or anything like that. It's got to be practical, but also got to be in keeping with the thing. So that's what we're going to do there. And then that will, for security reasons, but also aesthetics, it'll be like nice to look down, so you can actually look without feeling that, because it's quite imposing now. I don't know what the height is, but but you know about it if you fell down there.
Yeah.
So that's going to go on there, and they're currently, Frank is designing, which will go up to the forge. He said, invited back up to the forge to look at the designs, and then he's going to give us a Debbie for the cost. We're practical about this, and we know that he's an artisan and he's very, very good at what he does, and I think it'll be very, very expensive. But other than that, we've got to think about doing something, getting something off the shelf, which is just going to be, we're never going to be happy with that. So it is a long-term thing, we're sort of working for the practicalities of it, and we may have to do something in the meantime to stop once we're sort of fully open. But at the moment, people are quite respectful of it. If they come in here and we're doing the tours, they're very respectful, and I usually stand here anyway to do my tours, so it sort of encourages people not to come past me. So that, and then obviously the seating's going to be round here, so we're going to just have a nice sort of wooden seat round here, maybe with a little bit of storage underneath, possibly not. The boot room is also going to be practical for the cafe area and for the apartment. So we're going to have a big fridge freezer in that corner. I've built a little platform so it can be sort of level, but we obviously need to get the electrician in, Lee, to come in and put some power in here. So we haven't got any power. We've got the lighting, but we've got no power.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I just keep meaning to ask you where the fridge freezer is going to go, which is where we have a high chair sitting at the moment, so I can perch me video on there. So the fridge freezer is going to go in there. You've made a platform. Is it going into a sort of cupboard box type?
I don't know yet. It could do. That's the reason why the platform's got the edges it's got and made out of what it's made out of, so I can probably attach something to the bottom of it.
I would really like it to.
Yeah. What have you got?
I don't want it visible as it's a little bug. What is it?
I don't know. It's a very strange looking bug, which is going to unfortunately expire.
Yes, I would like it to go in a...
Yeah, there can be, it'll probably be floor to ceiling. So, so I could put that in there. The trouble is with it is that if you have a cabinet, because it's got to have sort of air space at the back, it's going to come to the front of here, which is then the front of there. So, that's just what I'm saying. If it's encroaching into the room, you don't. Yeah, you obviously.
Could you have a cabinet without a back?
Oh yeah, there wouldn't be a back on it. There'd just be sides on it, but it's still got to have some kind of air gap between that, and you've always got to have a air gap between the fridge and or even though I'm not going to push it all the way up here, but and the wall bulges out, so there,
because that's the curvature of the tower, isn't it?
Yeah, so that the wall, so you get wherever you get to here, it bulges out, so it's probably not essential. But Yeah, it would be nice to have it in a cabinet, but it's like everything, isn't it? You buy this stuff so you can then hide it.
But back to the job at hand. The immediate job today is to finish off the brushing back of the floor. Now I've left it a bit long. It's been a week since the floor's gone down, and it does mean it's going to be a bit hard work because the mortar's gone off well and truly now. I should have brushed it back a lot sooner, but I just haven't had the chance. So today's job is brush back the stone floor, clean it all up, so that's finished, and then start taking all the old mortar out of the walls so that I can remortar the walls. So better crack on. Okay, so while I continue with my brushing back of the stonework, which is proving to be quite difficult because I've left it too long. Schoolgirl error. Should have kept focus on it, but yeah, it's hard work, but it'll get there. Just a bit more elbow grease. Anyway, I thought I'd have a quick chat with you and catch up with what's going on at the Chateau over the next couple of months, because it's getting cold. Christmas is coming. We've got lots of things planned. So throughout November, we're going to continue doing our normal Saturday and Mondays, opening the tea room and doing the tours, because the tours have been absolutely fabulous. But after November, we're going to stop the tours because in December, we're doing Christmas dinners. So we're going to do lunches and dinners, Saturdays and Mondays. Ted's going to play some music at the end of the evening and do a bit of acoustic guitar, which will be really lovely. And we've got a wonderful menu. I'm really pleased with the final menu. Myself, Mikey are going to do a lot of the service. Sheila and Ian are going to come and help. And together we've put the menu together. Yeah, it's going to be really good fun. I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of work. But what we're hoping is that having all these Christmas lunches and dinners is going to be really hard work, but it should bring in a good amount of income. It will mean that we hopefully will have enough money to be able to get these gates that we want for this boot room. Because I think, especially the first gates that will go on the entrance to the steps going down to the carve, I think that is really important for health and safety. I will feel a lot more happier having people coming in here knowing those gates are on there, that children or even adults cannot fall down those steps, because it is, the entrance going down to those dungeons, I call them the dungeons, but the carve, it's really imposing. Now that we've sort of got the steps and the flooring in, as you look down, it's very imposing. But it's kind of, it draws you in, it draws you closer to it, and you want to look down there. We want to put a bit of flame lighting down there, so it looks like there's some flames going on down there, little candles or something. But that's exciting, but I really want those gates up because I think, health and safety-wise, that will be a really good move. So we're hoping that the Christmas meals will bring in enough income to enable us to be able to commission Frank and Sebastian to be able to do that. Fingers crossed. I only put the advert up yesterday and I've already got 18 paid bookings. So that's really, really good. Fingers crossed they go well. And then after the Christmas meals, we're going to be closing for 3 months at least. We're going to reopen in spring. So at the moment, the idea is we close for January, February and March, reopen April. And yeah, get a lot of the rest of the renovation work done from phase 1 during those 3 months. So it does mean at the beginning of the year, we are going to be working our socks off because we need to finish at least apartment 3, if not apartment 4 in those 3 months. So it's going to be really hard work. On top of that, we need to get the grounds really looking nice for next summer. So yeah, a lot of work coming up, but it's all very exciting. Things are just going great, and people are loving it, which is even better. I love the fact that this place is now seeing so much life being put back into it. Yeah, I'm really excited at the moment because things are just looking really great. Really great. But I better get on with this floor. You may wonder why I'm sitting like this doing it. Can't find my knee pads, so I'm trying to save my knees. So that's the boot room floor finished. Well, I say finished. It's not finished at all. Let me just go in and show you. So I've brushed up all the floor, given it a really good clean, all the stones, and I think it's come up superb. I love it. So we still have a step to go in there. So I still got to do the flagstone steps to come in through the boot room door from the garden area, through that door. And I still have to finish this step here. Although the main step's been put in, we have got to encase it with other stones. So that's still got to be finished. And I've got to mortar the bottom of this door. However, that's all I've got time for today. So that's going to have to wait for another day. So today's Thursday. Tomorrow probably isn't a good idea to start making more mess with cement mixers, as we've got service on Saturday. So I'm probably going to wait now till next week to do any more in the boot room, and finish up this week by doing a lot of prep in cooking, so that I can be ready and have 3 full days next week for renovation, and try and get the boot room walls done. That'll be really good. I'd love to get that done and get that finished. Anyway, that's it for today.
Right, so I've got 2 days to effectively make this look like this from this side. Obviously without the blue tape. But from the other side, I'm going to box it all in. But in hopefully a sympathetic manner. I don't want to do anything to this here. This is obviously all going to be mortared around here. Somebody did say about repairing the top and all that, and that's not, I'm not going to do any of that. Because this is exactly as we found it, and we're not going to change it. I don't even know whether we're going to touch the door itself. It's got some strange sort of water damage and all that on it. But with these ancient pegs, I don't want to change it. I just want to leave it as much as I can do. When we go through into the other room, hello little doggy. This is a view from the other side. Very dark, sorry. But that's the view through the boot room. And you've got a lintel at the top here. And some horrible plasterwork. And a bit of mortaring. Well, at least it's mortared the walls. But what we want to do is keep the big stones visible. And just make it airtight.
However, to make it airtight, we decided to put a false door in front of the ancient door. But for this, we had to have a trip down to Confalon to the reclamation yard. And this was last week when Charlene was still with us. We thought she might be interested to go and have a little perusal. Okay, so today we brought Charlene down to the reclamation yard. And what are we searching for today?
We get doors. So we want a door. We're probably going to keep the one for the room and just do some work on it. But we are looking for one to do our apartment. We need to fashion something in our apartment. But also, it's such a mine of nice gear that we have a look. We've already found some coats.
Look at this huge piece of wood down here that's all
Yeah.
knolled, and that's gorgeous.
That's
I
right,
like that.
Yeah, I bet you wouldn't mind one for that.
That's really lovely.
I suppose when you think about it, this is what people have for ornaments, don't they? Look.
What about this?
That's out of a. Yeah, that's out of an iPhone. Brilliant deal. Just stuff. Yeah, show that.
That's weird. What is that there? What is that? This is like a wicker basket that's got, I don't know, it's like a U. I wonder what that would have been used for. Just some lovely old knickknacks down here.
So useful.
Got any bad teeth, Lisa?
This is so useful.
€5, save you fortune at Daisy.
Save you 400 quid.
Yeah.
Open wide. I used to have one of them.
Yeah, a bit of bracelet, they're really lovely. This is quite a nice one. €18.
It was my granddad's. Yeah.
If you're drilling proper holes, proper nice little mini holes.
That's the fancy one. I think we've got one of them actually in the barn.
Medieval hall and you wanted oh, it feels a bit skanky inside.
Yeah, you wouldn't really want to drink out of that, would you?
It's got some in it.
I need to get these together because this here, you know these, like the doors, you have the little moulding.
Yeah.
So you have your tongue groove doors and you have this very, apparently it's traditional moulding. I think a lot of them are done with things like this.
But did we find a load of them?
We did, and that's what I say I need to put back. And also, Noel gave me
Yeah, he did.
a load of moulding planes with the plain blades. These
Yeah.
the actual blades. They just need all sharpening up. I just need to learn how to properly sharpen them because I'm rubbish at it. It's a good pan going.
This here, Lisa. This
That is a
magazine.
good pan, yeah.
That magazine, I've got
Yeah.
the original of it on.
Have you? Say that again.
I've got the original of this at home. I got it given it to my doctor.
Did you?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's Coronation magazine.
You've got the original?
Yeah.
Oh, an original.
The full thing, that's just the front cover.
Yeah. 1954.
Who gave you that?
My mate Dave P, who I was telling you about, who's the World War II expert.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's nice of him, isn't it?
Yeah. He knows a lot about history.
This is, I love this unit here.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it? That's a butcher's. Is that a butcher's?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
What? Oh, you haven't found an old lock with a key?
With the key. This one with the key is €25.
That would be cool on the room. Could we take the old one off and have that one? Does it work? That'd be a no then.
I'm gathering that it's probably not.
Does it work?
No. No.
Does any of the others work?
Okay.
Well, that one there. There's all 25 with the keys.
Sinead O'Connor. That's cool, that.
I used to have one of them. My dad bought it years ago for us, a green one.
I've got one of them that's got like all the different parts of the brain written.
Have you?
Yeah, that's cool, that.
Don't work.
I'm not, I don't want to force anything, you know what I mean? Just,
That one does. That'd be cool.
25.
Do you think that'd fit on the door?
Look at it.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm gonna get that.
Key goes all the way through, look.
Oh, there's some cool ones.
Yeah. Not like these at all.
This one works too.
Wow.
Not pick a lock in France.
Yeah. This one works too.
Does it?
It's a nicer key. No.
Yeah. All these lovely knickknacks. That's quite cool, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does it say how much?
Oaken brass
He's
side
got
door.
a load of doors.
Same like a door to be time shorter.
How much is it?
35.
Oh, it's quite expensive.
Yeah. I'll give them a 5.
Yeah, I don't think we can. The whole bag.
How much is that?
This is for portions. For people who leave bad comments.
Fantastic.
How much is it?
25. I'd absolutely spend €25 on that.
I think that's quite cool, actually.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's empty.
Wait.
That's the door empty.
Just think how that sound on our tower door.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
The wood on it's horrible though.
Yeah, take it off that and put it on
yeah,
a...
yeah, which is, you know, like
It's just a knocker, isn't it? How much is that?
It's just a knocker. 90.
Yeah.
€90? Yeah, no, I don't think so.
What's this? What's this here? Look at this. Look. Where's the other one? Apothecary. Pill press. Oh look, yeah, it's a dive, mate. Knocking out pills.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Should have known that, should I? My old trade.
A pill press.
Pill press. So I think you need the other half.
What is this down here? That looks quite cool. Baby, what is this? Pardon? Baby, what's that down there? Oh, you got the other half?
I know. They're more for like cupboard doors, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're quite cool, aren't they?
Yeah, they're nice then.
That's the thing, you have to have a good rummage, but you can find some really cool stuff.
Good rummage.
Baby, can you have a look? What's that down there? Because that looks quite cool.
What is it?
Look, come here and have a look down
Where?
there. That round thing down the
This
bottom
here?
there. Yeah.
It's a stove.
Is it a little stove?
Yeah, it's a little stove.
That looks really cool.
Oh, you've got a thing in there.
How much is that?
45.
I like that.
You've got a little
Okay, so enough of this playing around. It's time to get on looking for what we actually came for. A door. I think Charlene might need a hand, Ted.
bottle, but I can't get to it. Because my super strength was used up on Saturday.
Her strength is all gone.
Let's have a look.
That one.
This one here?
No, the one that's trapped. And I think the swing is there.
One there. €30.
What do you reckon?
I'll get there. What's this for? This is for the. It's very short. Yeah. 84, so it's good size, wide, but it's too short. I think, you know, something like that.
This one.
That one there. Would be a better idea. That looks like it's just nothing special. Is it?
Oh, God, there's a dog.
Hello, dog. Oh yeah, not bad. So it's holding it together, aren't it? It's just, yeah, it's
Toilet.
toilet.
It's a toilet door.
I thought there's one over here that might be of interest. I've got bloody stuff up there. This one's quite interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
This one. That's a shutter.
What about that one you just walked
one
past?
here?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's certainly wide enough for me to wide though.
Too wide.
Well, where we would lose, obviously the wider it is, the more stone we will lose. I don't know who that was for a minute. Yeah, so I'm thinking if I can make a frame out of anything, make a frame out of this, and then inset that door, and it would be, because you know you don't want to cut it down. It's 45 that door.
And what's the height?
It's quite nice on the other side.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not very high. Yeah, it's quite imposing on the other side. It's massive, isn't it? But you're gonna see this side, aren't you? Which is like all the groove.
Yeah.
So we just wire brush it. I quite like that. That appeals to me.
It's almost got an undercoat of the correct colour.
Yeah.
That's 184. So that would fit. We'd have to bring the bit down
We've got a friend.
because it's about two. But we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to do that anyway. So we
Yeah.
can put like a false beam in, and then we could just make a frame.
Oh,
And we would
hello.
lose. We'd probably have that much stone rather than that much stone
Yeah.
if we had this door. But I can shave the edges. I can take that out and shave the edges right down, so we can take a little bit off there.
It's only for show, isn't it?
Yeah. To be honest with you, that's an edge. Oh, that's where the hinges are.
So I think we've found our door.
So we're in the boot room on the other side, on the side of the ancient door. So as you can see, it's all buttoned up, it's all pushed in there now, as far as I can get it. But I wanted to explain this piece here, because I'm sure there will be comments as to why there's a piece of oak, and I've inset a piece in there. One, I didn't want, obviously, with this gap here, that there would be nice writing on the rock wall, or rock wall pouring out of it, or some bit of plastic or anything like that in there. So I inserted a piece of wood. I could have tried to restore this door. I think what's happened is it's rotted away and it's been cut out. I could have tried to restore it so it was fitted in the gap here. However, I just don't believe that, one, I've got the skill to do it, and two, that it would ever look any better than just doing it. So, true to English heritage, I've inset a piece in here, so it looks completely different. But sort of fills the gap so you can see this door, which we love this door, and we don't really want to do anything else to it. I've inserted a piece in the bottom just to, you know, block it up so you can't see any of what's behind that, which is insulation into apartment 1. And that's my explanation. It's my house, to do what I want. Right, I'm in a workshop and this is the door that I'm going to use to fill the hole where the other door is in the apartment. We bought this from Confalon, the Reclamation yard, and as you see, it was €45. Probably more expensive than if I'd have made one, but it looks fairly ancient and it's got some nice bracing on it and things like that. So I think it'd be quite fun to put it on. But what I've got to do is cut it down a bit. So I may have to lose the lock, lose the little latch there. I don't really want to be taking these off. These here, don't really want to be taking them off. So I want to cut it from this side. As I say, I may lose certain things on it, but I'm not really bothered because it is just to really fill the gap, and it would be a bit of fun to put a door in there. So it looked like there used to be a door there, which obviously there was on the other side. Okay, so the door is on. Forgive the horrible mess that is expanding foam. But, hello big boy. What we've done is we've put rock wool behind it. We've put all the, covered up all the holes in the existing door behind. And we've made the framework and we've put the door on the framework. And obviously it's yet to be painted or anything like that, which is going to be. So that should be, it might be nice and warmer, let's put it that way, because of all the holes. They don't look very pretty at the moment, but what we're going to do is we're going to, all around the top here, as you can see, it's completely on the fritz, but it ain't always. But we are going to, the chef came up with a good idea that we make it, obviously because it's this side, that it's it opens the other way. So you'll have the little door jamb on the side here. So I infill these bits and scribe them. The worst thing is trying to scribe this into the wall, because some of it's going to be, I could scribe in the back and then just do that architrave, yeah. But it's quite a lot of scribing. And that's going to take quite a while to do that, because there's some big old holes. At the bottom here, as you see, it is suspended because it wasn't very big anyway. It wasn't big. That's 2 meters distance, and this was, so you've got about 20 centimeters at the bottom, which we are going to put some stone in. So like it's a stone step. But that'd be quite fun. There's this great big door, nearly 6 feet on this side, and a little 5 feet door on the other side. Right, so this is one of the scribing pieces. This is the Lesa one. So this isn't quite as curvy as the other one. But not only do I have to do that, because there's an angle on the wall, I have to take the edge off as well. Which, it's not going to fit exactly, but it does sort of have to do for this house. Let's see if it fits, shall we?
So finally the frame goes on and the door is complete. It now just needs a bit of staining and some embellishments.
So what are you doing there, Bob?
So, final piece of the puzzle with the door. I'm painting the noggins.
You're painting the noggins?
I'm painting your knobs for you. I'm dealing with your knobs.
Dealing with the knobs.
I just think it will make them stand out more. And
Yeah, that's nice. It's got so many fixings in this door because it's an ancient door. I think it was an outside door at one stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what though, it certainly has made it a lot warmer in here, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. There's the, you know, like, and it's getting very, you know, a lot colder. Yeah, that works, doesn't it? Yeah, instantly that looks better. Yeah, it starts to look like it's supposed to. I do want to do a little bit of embellishment, but then that's, you know,
what would you like to do on it?
Well, I'd like to put some studs up here, in here, so it's sort of,
yeah,
you know, reminiscent of that would have been an oak frame that was mortised and tethered and pegged. I got that little idea off my old mate Steve.
Did you now?
Yeah, because he's a bit handy with his bits and bobs like that. He's got, the boy's got vision. Yeah, with that sort of thing. I'm not going to make them as large as he likes because I've not got any need to hang a towel on them. But there you go. Look, it just looks great already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know if you're about to see that, but I'm sure Lesa will probably take some pictures at the end. But yeah, it's good. All right.
Okay, baby.
Fantastic. Well, it certainly has, like you say, it certainly has made it warmer.
And then all we've got to do is put the stone in the floor.
Yeah, you could put the stone in the floor, but then you're starting to do that sort of business now. Do you want to paint those little locks as well?
Yeah, I did think of that.
Little plates, just those little plates might be nice to do that.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Pleased with it.
Yeah. Scribing is not as good as I hoped it would be, but it was a hard job.
So, that's been our week. It's been a bit of a strange old week, isn't it?
Massively strange, yeah.
It always is at the moment with the tea room running, but I'm pretty ahead of myself this week, so I'm certainly hoping that the week coming up, I'm going to be able to get the cement mixer out and get mortaring that boot room walls.
Yeah.
Because we need to get it done for Christmas.
Well, we certainly need to get a bit of it because now we've got some sockets in there. We can start using it as a utility space.
Yeah. So, and next week is going to be Christmas planning week. We've only got a few weeks till Christmas now, and we've got to start planning. So, next week's going to be a lot of Christmas stuff coming up.
Yeah.
I know it might seem a bit early to you, but we've got to be ready because our first Christmas meal is on the first week of December. So
3 weeks' time.
Oh my God, I'm quite nervous about all that.
Oh, I'm massively nervous. You haven't got to stand up in front of people and play. You've only got to cook dinner.
Only. Anyway, take care, everyone. We'll see you all soon. Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Nice to see you again.
We would like to say a huge thank you to all of our supporters, from our patrons to our GoFundMe donors, the people that are buying us a coffee on Go Buy Me a Coffee, and you, our subscribers, each week watching the adverts for us to give us a little bit of income each month. Even if it just adds up to a bag of sand, it all helps.
Cyber so much more.